talk about Universal's 2 latest brilliant value resorts, and this is the Endless Summer Resort. It's actually 2 hotels, and there's a road between them. They are run as 2 separate hotels. Price-wise, are pretty much exactly the same. Never really noticed much of a difference. What we love about these is they are fantastic value. They are actually on International Drive, which means that you have a Walgreens opposite, and you have a few restaurants close by as well. So it's great because you're not within that Universal bubble, so you can go and have some sort of cheaper food. Price-wise, these are the lowest hotels that Universal have, and these are fantastic because you still get those extra benefits, such as being able to get into the Wizarding World of Harry Potter an hour before everyone else, and also Volcano Bay as well. So it is technically off-site. It is on the site of where Wet n Wild used to be. If you went to Orlando many years ago, you might remember Wet n Wild. Universal bought this land and then demolished it and put up the 2 Endless Summer Resorts. So there are 2, but we're just going to talk about them exactly the same because there's no real difference between the 2 of them in terms of getting up to Universal itself. So, one, you could actually walk to it. Now, the way that American roads work is that they're all light controlled. You can't just wander across. And because it is set up for the drivers and not for the pedestrians, you could be waiting. I've crossed that road before. You could be waiting a good sort of 4, 5, maybe 6 minutes, maybe. And potentially need to cross the road twice as well at the first intersection. So what you do is you then walk across, and then you basically take the same route as what the bus takes. You just walk along the sides of the road. There is pavement. Make sure that you use the crossing and that you wait for the lights as well. America is not set up for pedestrians, and they will not just randomly stop you. You have to wait for the light. Probably about 20-minute walk. I did it a couple of times. I like walking, so it doesn't really kind of bother me. But, first thing in the morning and also last thing at night, probably wouldn't do it. I was walking across at sort of 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, so kind of waking me up, putting up a bit of breakfast, basically. 99% of all other people are going to be taking that shuttle bus. The shuttle buses are pretty regular. The shuttle buses run every 10 to 15 minutes, so sort of 10 minutes more in sort of peak times of the day, and 15 minutes kind of like off season and maybe in the middle of the day when less people are using them. And then it takes about 10 to 15 minutes depending on the traffic to get there. So if you arrive and you see one going, then you probably got like a 10-15 minute wait for that, and then 10-15 minutes. So potentially, worst case scenario, 15 minutes and 15 minutes could take you half an hour to get to your hotel. Realistically, it's probably not going to be that long. You're probably going to be waiting 7 or 8 minutes to go, and then it usually does take about 10 minutes. Now, what I would say is if you do see, for example, you were staying at Dockside, and your bus has literally just pulled out without you, and there's not one behind it, but there's a Surfside bus that looks like it's ready to go. To be honest, it's probably just as easy to jump onto that as opposed to waiting 10 to 15 minutes. Jump onto that because the walk between the 2 hotels are opposite each other. There's just a road. So it'll probably take you about 4 or 5 minutes walk between. So it is actually quicker when coming back. If you do miss one to your hotel, just take the other hotel and just walk across, or go and have a little look inside as well.